was solid. It was solid. There was things I could do better. There was some alignment and distance issues that I had early on, but I kind of got my feet under me. I think overall it was as I expected. Kind of the legs felt good. My cuts, breaks felt good. Just gotta keep staying on it in practice and tighten things up.
How did that feel for you psychologically to get back on the field for the normal game?
Oh, it felt normal. In that regard, psychologically, it felt normal. It felt like, like I played the game before and I played it for a long time. And, I just kept that mentality and prepared that way. And, I didn't take it like I had taken, 8 games off or whatever it was. I just took it like it was another game in the progression.
Richard, let's say, we get some trash talking out of the way too. You waved Treadwell back to the huddle. Can you share what that conversation was about?
Yeah, he needs to get back to the huddle. They're getting ready to talk about it.
Did you allow yourself to have that moment of, man, I missed this, I missed doing this, to be back?
No, I never. I don't. I'm not one of those players that gives the big exhale. Man, this is. Once I'm done playing, whenever that is, I'll take a big exhale and look around and see what I did. But until then, I'll just keep playing.
Despite your reputation with all that time off, did you expect them to go after you a little bit more, especially early in the game?
I didn't have any expectations, honestly, in that regard. I just went out there and expected them to try to execute their game plan, and that's what they did. I think if the plays were drawing up and I was the read, I was on that side, I don't think he would have hesitated to do it. But, I just went out there and played my game.
What's your read on Matthew Stafford and the Lions receiving corps?
It's a good team. It's a good team that had some unfortunate circumstances last week. I think their defense especially played pretty good, good enough to win a football game. And, anytime you get a pick six in a game, you expect to win it. And I think that, I think at one point in the third quarter it was 17-24, and then when they got back out there to play defense, it was 38-14. I think that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough to play with. So I think they're gonna come out raring to go.
Golden Tate obviously pretty well. What's his game like?
Oh, he's a dynamic receiver. He's very tough to tackle. Anytime he has the ball in his hands, he can go the distance. He has great speed. He has great balance. Everything you want in a running back and a receiver. He does a great job.
Looking at the injury report yesterday, Richard, looking at the injury report, who practiced and who didn't, looks like there are a lot of banged up bodies in the secondary. Do you have to kind of make sure that everybody's on the same page in case some of the guys who haven't played a lot are being called upon?
Yeah, you always have to do that. You always have to do that because, last game was a perfect example of how things can go astray really quickly. When we lost both guards, we lost keys. And guys have to step in and be ready to play, and that's football. Football is a 100% injury rate game. I don't think anybody who's played, more than one game can go out there and say, "Hey, man, I feel great after." You know what I mean? You're always going to have some bruise, and the next guy always has to be ready. So that's definitely something we're cognizant of.
In that vein, how did you feel after that game?
I felt good. I felt like I played a football game. So you got all the normal soreness that comes with that, but I felt really good, in terms of my lower body and the things that I've had worked on cosmetically. Right.
How do you feel like the communication and the assignments went in the secondary?
I think for the most part we're pretty locked in. I think the plays that we alerted, we knew a lot of things were coming. There was a few mistakes on third downs in terms of alignment and leverage that were easily correctable. It was just guys hadn't seen the look and it was different look. But I think for the most part, I think guys communicated well. They executed the game plan and we did exactly what we wanted to do. There were mistakes here and there, but for the most part, I think we played a good game.
About the secondary, what did you think of Rick Warner's communication out there as a rookie in his first game?
He did a good job. He did a really good job. He was calm. He was poised. If you didn't know he was a rookie, you would have never guessed he was a rookie. He was deliberate. Made a lot of great tackles. Obviously, the forced fumble was a huge play, but got his hands on multiple footballs. Got a QB hit. He was all over the place.
How much does obviously preparation is a big part of what you guys do, but he said he takes pride in working in the film room and watching as much tape as anybody on the team. Do you notice that from him, and did that translate on Sunday?
Well, I don't honestly track him see where he is at all times, but you can see it on the field. You can see that he's always in the right spot. He recognizes plays really fast. He diagnoses things. He gets to his spots. So those are things that you can see he really puts the work in, puts the time in. Anytime a rookie been a linebacker, that's as they call the quarterback of the defense, come out there with a rookie and you play well, he has to be incredibly prepared.
Richard, this will be your first game here as a 49er at home. Are you expecting cheers, I assume?
I don't expect anything. I just go out there and expect to play at a high level and go out there and execute. I've never been one to sit there and listen up to hear if they cheer or boo. Either way, I go out there and do my job. A lot of times I've done my job really well and got booed, so it is what it is.
Who did that to you, Richard?
A lot of people. A lot of. I guess I'm at away stadiums a lot, but people never seem to just appreciate. But I did my job.
They've been here a few times too.
Right. They booed me here. He was like, "What's the deal?"
You were very outspoken about the helmet rule in the preseason, and if you'd watched the first week, you'd never know that there was a rule change. Is that kind of what you expected?
No, it's not what I expected at all. You never know what to expect because this is, the other rules that they emphasized in previous years were normal rules. Illegal contact, pass interference, holding, et cetera, et cetera. Those were rules that have been in football forever. This rule is a fundamental change. It's a rule that's never been instituted. It's never been enforced. So you don't know what to expect. You don't know if they're going to call it every play or they're never going to call it or what the deal is. The only thing you hope is that you don't get down the line to a meaningful football game and have it decided by a play like that.
There was some thought that in the preseason they were going to actually overcall it and then they would have a lot of tape to go back and look and kind of refine it. Did you get the sense that it's been refined or was it just like it wasn't there?
Yeah, I don't think it's been refined. I think they understand that there's no call in that. You know what I mean? You can call it on just about every play where somebody catches or has the football and lowers his head. In our game, Kirk Cousins was running the football and lowered his helmet. And, technically, if you, by the rule of the law, you could call it there. You could call leading with his helmet, initiating contact with the crown of his helmet, but you don't call it there because what the heck are you talking about? You know what I mean? It's
right.
Football. This is a football game. You can't lead your body with anything else but your head.
You guys played pretty well on the road against a good team, but you lost. How are you feeling overall about the team heading into week 2?
Frustrated with the loss. We could have played better. We could have executed some things a little bit better defensively. I think as a whole, as a team, nobody's satisfied with that. You're not satisfied with, hey man, you almost got him. I don't think any kind of winning football team is satisfied with that. So we look forward to getting a bad taste out of him.
John Lynch was named a nominee for the Hall of Fame again. What do you remember about his playing career?
I remember that if he played right now, he wouldn't be able to play. He was a great player. He was smart, but he was an enforcer. And that was a day. Those are the days when football was actually a sport where you could be physical. Now, if he hit somebody even with half the power that he was hitting them with now, he'd be kicked out of the league. He'd be banned, and that's sad.